Hi guys, my name is Sarah. The last video I did on Chime, but I wanted to give an update. So before I start, I'd like for you guys to like and subscribe and comment down below if you guys have any comments to make or any kind of other video ideas. Okay, so let's get started. So today the video is about where have I been? I mean, I am very scattered about my videos. You guys know that. I just got out of the shower a little bit ago, so yeah. I didn't think that, my hair being all wet and clean was not a big deal. My hair is not messy at all. I took a shower. But yeah, so lots of things have been going on since the Chime video. So currently I have been on leave of absence from pretty much not really all social media, but I have some conditions that I've tried to get under control. So for some of you, you may know that I have fetal alcohol syndrome disorder, and throughout the years, it has caused me major issues with my childhood trauma that I have made a video about before, and having PTSD. Um, so honestly, PTSD is just something that if you're going through trauma, like you're going through a assault, you're going through domestic violence, you're going through verbal abuse. If you guys don't know what PTSD is, post-traumatic stress disorder. So it can come from war, it can come from natural disasters, it can come from, assault, verbal abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse, unfortunately. And I survived, I'd say about three of those. I survived the sexual abuse, I survived the verbal abuse, and I survived the physical abuse. Um, and also, I have fetal alcohol spectrum disorder, so, that adds on to it. I also do have generalized anxiety disorder, so I'm mentioning all of these because I have been struggling with them for the past, I don't know, 3 or more months. I was just not myself. I was not Sarah. I was somebody else that I did not like. I did not like that. I had angry outbursts almost every day. Um, I had anxiety that was so bad I couldn't sit still, couldn't keep my thoughts right. I felt really highly suicidal, and yes, I have gone to the doctor about this, and that is why I did not post videos because I wanted to get myself put together and be able to not make such embarrassing videos. Like, I didn't want to embarrass myself because I am really embarrassed that I was uncontrollably crying. I was having really bad dreams. I was just horrible. I just gotta say it was horrible. And I don't know how to explain it unless you really do have a lot of things I suffer from and I've been through. But so the PTSD, post traumatic stress disorder, actually caused me MDD. Now, MDD is major depressive disorder. Major depressive disorder can stem from FASD, it can stem from PTSD, and it can stem from generalized anxiety disorder. And all of those I suffer from. So when they all clash together, it what I gotta say is I'm gonna use this reference. It's a roller coaster ride. And it really is. If anyone talks about mental health, I know mental health is not talked about on YouTube a lot because some people just like wanna just shy away from the channel and they want to unsubscribe and they're just like, oh, this person is just too much and I can't watch her anymore. And that's totally fine. I understand. But for those who have sticked around, I thank you a lot for that. I do have inconsistency uploads because, like I said, I've been trying to get myself together so I can, do what I like to do, which is, sometimes give you guys content. And I'm not doing the content for the money. So before anyone says, oh, well, this is your job, blah, 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 it's actually really not. It's just a hobby. So I'm not concerned about making money. I'm not concerned about my consistency on it because my health comes first. Um, I'm sorry, but YouTube does not come first when I am in a health crisis, and I was in a major health crisis. So I do have major depressive disorder. So with that being said, I went to the doctor. I was totally honest. about my symptoms, how I feel. And trust me, guys, it's not easy for me to admit that I needed help and that I needed to seek medical professional. I do see a psychiatrist for these problems I have for a lot of years. I've been seeing a psychiatrist since I was 21, 22 years old. Yeah, I'd say about. But I noticed that I needed to get help because I was feeling suicidal. I was uncontrollably crying, so I thought I had this thing called PBA because FASD damages the prefrontal cortex in the brain, so my emotions were just all over the place and I couldn't control it, and it was very frustrating. So yeah, major depressive disorder is nothing to mess with. Like, people think, oh, it's just depression, and no, it's really not. Like, going through it, you guys just, oh man. Like, I would go days without showering. I go days without brushing my teeth. I wouldn't take my vitamins. I just wouldn't take care of myself. And that's when I figured out, hey, I'm feeling all these very, very negative things, and I really need to go get help. Especially when I was thinking of taking my own life. That's when I was like, okay, I need to go to the doctor. Like, that's just the line I need to draw. Because I never felt like that in my whole life. I never did. I never thought that I would think those things. But I got on this new treatment. I'd say I've been on it for about 2 months now, actually. It was a little hard at first, with gassy pains. Getting used to a medication, there is a lot of side effects that come up. I did have some nausea. I did have some gassy pains, but I took like some Gas X for that and stuff, so that worked. I did have some headaches and stuff, but honestly, it really wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was uncomfortable for a few weeks, but I noticed that on day 2 or 3 when I took it, I actually felt way better. I don't have a hateful tone anymore. I can get up out of bed, take a shower, take care of myself now. I'm more motivated to clean my house because my house definitely was going because, when you got depression, if anyone knows this, that you don't want to do anything. You don't want to clean yourself. You don't want to clean your house. You don't want to do nothing. You just want to sit there and be miserable. And that's what I just didn't want for my life anymore. I didn't want to be miserable. Like, I'm only 30 years old. I'm going to be 31 in March. And I thought, this is not a way to live. This is just not. And so I was battling that for a long time. I tried to be consistently uploading. I tried to think of content ideas, and I tried to put my life back together, but I figured out, Sarah, you can't do this by yourself. As I was taught when I was younger, is that I was taught to do everything myself and don't ask for help. And that's just not a way to live. It's really not. So I went to the doctor and I got on the treatment, and I gotta say, the treatment helped. I'd say from a scale of 1 to 100, I am about 100. Like, I gotta give myself a pat on the back here. And I hope you guys do too, because struggling with mental health is not easy to open up about, especially on a YouTube video. But I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to have people be able to be like, hey, I should share my mental health story because she did. And I really want to change that for people. Don't be afraid or embarrassed. Just summarize what you say so you don't say the really, really intense stuff, because YouTube probably doesn't like really intense mental health talk, to a certain degree. If you guys, know what I'm talking about, especially if you know YouTube and their algorithm and just what they allow on the platform and what they don't. But yeah, I really would like for people to, seek help. If you need help, don't be afraid to ask. And I'm trying to break that habit because a lot of the time I don't ask for help and I think I can do it on my own. And the reality is, I can't. Like, I can't be stuck in that mindset anymore, because it just doesn't work out that way. So, other things that I'm kind of battling. So, with the MDD, I've got that under control. Other things I'm battling is I believe I have Crohn's disease. So backstory on that, in 2015, I had a stomach infection. And that was a long time ago. I got rid of the stomach infection, but apparently it damaged my stomach lining and it damaged my colon. So I'm trying to find a gastroenterologist, and there's only one around here, and they're not really taking new patients. And if I need to really be seen, I have to get an urgency referral. So I'm trying to work on that, because I've noticed that I'm not going as often as I should be. And I'm really concerned that, if I don't go enough, that I'm going to get septic and I might not be here. And I don't want that to happen. It's very hard to think about, but with my new optimism with my medicine, I'm not constantly thinking about it, but it's just when you don't go a lot and you have IBS, if anyone knows this, or if you have Crohn's disease, it's really hard to go sometimes. And like, it's really hard for my body to process food, so I've had to change my whole diet, which honestly I probably will do a video on like my gluten-free IBS diet. So if anyone is interested in that, please direct people on my channel, or if you're interested, comment down below when I do make that video. I do not know when the video will be, unfortunately, but yeah, I'm really hoping to, it's not curable, but to kind of counteract it where I can still live pretty decently and, eat pretty decently and be more healthy. So yeah, I had to get my mindset right to do that, but yeah, I'm working on that. And then I'm still going to my OBGYN because I've been having to do cancer checks. I don't really want to share too much about that, but I do have certain conditions. Like, I know I've shared my endometriosis story on here, but I also suffer from a couple of other things that are not curable. Endometriosis is not curable as well. So I got like 3 conditions that could turn cancerous. So one of them I am very high risk for, and I get checked about every year. Usually for most women it's 3 years, but for me, since I am high risk patient, I have to go in every year in February. So that's coming up next month. So I'm a little nervous about that because I don't know if she's going to want to do another cancer check, or, how long she's going to do these, screenings every year. Any woman would love to do them every 3 years, but that just is not on the case for me. So I've been trying my hardest to, keep away from stress, keep away from cigarettes because I can't be around those. And I'm just really like praying that I don't get cancer, of any kind. But that's not in my control. That's God's control. That's, and being abused as a child, has turned my life to almost cancer of probably 2 kinds. I could have stomach cancer, I could have esophageal cancer, I could have colon cancer. So yeah, I'm at risk for a lot, but one of the main ones that I'm really concerned about, watching very closely. Like, I had to have a cancer check last year, and the cancer check at an OBGYN office, oh, it is horrible. It feels so bad, but I bet surgery felt worse than doing that. Like, after I had my endometriosis surgery and my left ovary removed because I had a dermoid cyst, oh my gosh, that surgery was terrible. And you guys followed me through that journey, and I appreciate that. I appreciate all the views, all the comments, all the likes. I really just do appreciate you guys just sticking around. and all that. But yeah, I hope to come out with some more content. Definitely going to be sharing my dietary content and probably a morning routine, because I have started a new morning routine since I have been feeling better mentally, that I've been taking more vitamins and stuff. So I'll probably share that with you as well. And I'll probably doing some grocery hauls when I get groceries that are very healthy, like bananas. I've been eating kiwis. I'm going to start eating bananas, but I've been eating cantaloupe. I've been taking Activias. I've been taking probiotics. So, yeah, I do want to share that with you guys if you're interested. Let me know in the comments down below. But I think that's about it for now. This video is already 15 minutes, so I don't want to bore you guys too much. But yeah, otherwise, I am still here. I'm very grateful. But hopefully, I can come out with a new morning routine for 2022. I got some resolutions I'm trying to do. And also, I need to be getting checked for my iron, because I think I'm iron deficiency anemic. With FASD, it does happen like that. I do have trouble regulating my body temperature. I'm very sensitive to heat. I've had heat spells where I've almost died. It's a very fatal condition, and so I'm trying to get checked for that so I can put more iron into my body than what my body does not have. Since I do have my prefrontal cortex with FASD damage, so I need to figure that out because it's very fatal. I can't even enjoy a spring or summer day outside when it's hot. Now, wintertime for me, I love wintertime because I'm not sensitive to cold. I'm sensitive to hot. So you'll be seeing me walk down the street and I'll be wearing a tank top and shorts, and people look at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, hey, I'm walking around. I get overheated. This cold air is amazing, because then I don't feel like I'm going to pass out on the concrete, you know. And that's something else that I'm also trying to watch. So I just wanted to add that in there. But yeah, thank you guys for sticking around. I really appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon with a new morning routine. I'm going to plan that out soon. And also some grocery hauls, because I'm planning on getting some Instacart groceries. And I want to show you guys what I eat and what I have been doing to get my health back in order. All right, well, thank you so much. Remember to like and subscribe. And okay, take care. Bye.